Hi, my name is Norman Meyer, and welcome to Leave Your Past Behind 22 Steps to Become Successful for the Second Time. Do you feel stuck in life? Getting knocked down is a given, but getting back up and moving forward is a choice. Maybe you've been successful in the past. You probably excelled in one area so much that it was an unbelievable success. But it has already been many years since that happened, and today you often catch yourself living in the past and talking about past successes. But today things are different. You're not what you used to be. You're far from past successes, and your motivation, drive are not the same anymore. What happened? Life? Age? Have you been hurt so much in the process that you don't dare to dream big anymore? Or do you simply don't have the same drive anymore? Sometimes you have to accept that the fact that certain things will never go back how they used to be. And because times have changed and you have changed, and you're more experienced today, but also more cynical. Your naivete helped you in the past to overcome many things that you didn't know were potential problems or hurdles. But sometimes you wish you could just be that naive again and go for it without hesitation. But you feel stuck and it feels like you can't go back to how you were, and you don't have the same energy level anymore or motivation. And the problem is that the world won't stop for you. The problem is that no one is coming to the rescue. The world doesn't care about your problems. The world keeps spinning without you. Life and business goes on. Sure, you want things to be better again, but you don't seem to have the emotional power or energy anymore. And the question is, what should you do? These days, you have so many financial responsibilities and you feel overwhelmed. And when you feel overwhelmed, you don't just do a little bit, you don't do anything. And that's the problem. You feel stuck, you feel paralyzed, and you feel like the prisoner of your own life. Does this description somewhat sound familiar? If yes, then continue to listen. Maybe I can help you, because that's exactly how I felt. Step number 1, new goals equals new motivation. Often the main problem is that you don't know what you really want. And I mean really want. And because you don't have any real goals, you don't really have any direction or motivation. Maybe you have an idea or a general idea of what your goals should be, but they're not written down and they're not defined clearly. So ask yourself, what is it that you really want? Not what you should want or what is expected of you, but what makes your heart go faster? What will give you pride and joy? What would you dare to achieve if you know that there were no critics or no obstacles? Take an empty pad of paper and pen and spend a few hours alone somewhere and redefine your goals and your life. Go to the beach or drive up into the mountains where you have a few hours of peace. If you're not sure what you should do, then start by doing what comes closest. So don't do what you should do, but you actually want to do in life. Step number 2, leave your past behind. It doesn't matter what you have done. It only matters what you choose to do from here. Everyone has a past. Everyone has bad things happen to him or her. Everyone is scarred with bad experiences. But all that doesn't really matter anymore. It doesn't matter what happened to you or who you were or what status you had. All that matters is what you're going to do from now on. You are not defined by your past, but you are prepared by your past. So often, discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success, to new success. So when things are not great, but they're okay, more or less, you don't really do anything to improve your situation. You are in your comfort zone. You are in a place where life is not great, but it's not too bad either, and you don't really feel the urge to change your life for the better. But when things go bad and when you get angry, when you think to yourself, no more, that is actually a good place to be in. It's during those times when you simply had enough. That is when you make changes. Coming from a place where things are bad is when you will improve your life because you no longer accept the circumstances. And I've never met a strong person with an easy past. The past may have hurt you, but it's also made you a stronger person. Failure and frustration can be a good thing. It will help you to get moving. It will help you to start making changes. And you may have made some mistakes and you may not be where you actually want to be, but that has nothing to do with your future. Step 3. Any action is often better than no action. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Any action is often better than no action, especially if you have been in an unhappy place or situation for a long time. If it's a mistake, then at least you learn something, in which case it's no longer a mistake. If you remain stuck, you learn absolutely nothing. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to overcome fear, don't sit at home and dwell on it. Go out and get busy. Do something. If you may have too many things to do, you might feel paralyzed. But the best thing to do in a moment like this is to do just one thing. And then do another small thing. And then another. And if you're not quite sure what to do, then do what comes closest to your goals. Do one small step at a time and see what happens. Step 4. It's all in your head. Don't be upset by the results you didn't get with the work you didn't do. If you don't have any money, then you don't really have a money problem. You have an attitude problem. You have either a problem with your integrity, your priorities, your self-discipline, your self-confidence, or you are lazy. That is the real problem. But you don't have a money problem. Money will come as a byproduct if you change your attitude. There are people out there right now in the same business, in the same industry, selling the same products and services to the same clients in the same market, and they make 10 times more than you. So ask yourself honestly if you really put all the effort into making it happen, or are you with one foot on the brake? Why are you not giving it your full right now? What's stopping you? Or are you trying really hard, but your strategy sucks or doesn't work out? Maybe you need to rethink altogether how to get new business in the door. Maybe there is a much better way. If you continue to do the things the way you do them today, then one thing is for sure, nothing will get better. You can't expect different results if you continue the same way. Something needs to change. You need to change. Your attitude needs to change. Your strategy needs to change. So in the end, it's all in your mind. And that is the biggest secret of all successful people. Change your thinking, and in return, it will change your life. It's not easy, but necessary. And if you want to change your life for the better, that's what you got to do. The main challenge for most people is to admit that their strategy was wrong, and they must accept something new in their life. Step number 5, feeling hurt. It's not possible without your consent. No one can really hurt you without your consent. We all get hurt in life from time to time. People hurt our feelings, or situations don't turn out as we wish them to be. Whatever we had expected turned into disappointment, and then we felt hurt or bad about it. In German, the word for disappointment is Enttäuschung. And if you take this word apart, it actually means das Ende der Täuschung, or in English, the end of the deception. You were blinded by what you believed to be true. But now the deception is over. You are no longer deceived. Basically, it's a good thing because now you have the truth. And feeling hurt is just really the result of false expectations. But the truth is the truth, and reality is reality. And if we don't like that reality, we feel bad about it. But it's actually just us who react this way. We make ourselves feel bad. The situation has nothing to do with it. There's a story about Buddha and his student. They both were hiking up a hill when suddenly they met another man. And this man was shouting angrily at Buddha, and he called him the worst names. And Buddha's mood didn't change one bit. He thanked the man, and he continued to walk on his path. And then the student asked Buddha why he didn't get upset. And Buddha replied, if someone gives you a gift, it is up to you whether you want to accept it or to refuse it. If you don't want it, you simply return it and say thank you. You don't have to accept it. The gift, in this case is anger and negative energy, will go back to the original owner. So no one can really hurt you if you don't let it happen. And often outside influences and people try to hurt you, but in reality, if you don't agree, if you don't want it, they can't. They can't hurt you. You are the only person who can weaken yourself. You can make yourself unhappy because happiness is a choice and not a result. Now, no one can really hurt you unless you let it happen or give your consent. And you are a spiritual being made out of energy. And if someone tries to scare you or make you feel bad, it's only possible if you let it happen. And when you really think about it, no one can really hurt or harm energy. They can try to scare you, they can try to make you feel bad, they can provoke you or, insult you. But if you don't want to feel bad or afraid, there's nothing they can really do. Just shake it off, laugh about it, and it has no more power over you.